This is an audio and video test. Audio and video test. This is an audio and video test. All right, audio, video, everything works. Okay, guys. I've got 3 of the 4 homemade suits, or the homecoming suits. And if I don't get the 4th suit out of these 10 cards, then at least I'll have enough web shooters to buy the 4th suit. So that's what I'm up to now. Can't sell these, cannot be sold. Okay. Alright. I have no idea what happened. Oh, okay. There we go. Homemade, got it. Got it. Homemade hood up. Spider-Man Homecoming, Iron Man Spider-Man, Spider-Man Homecoming homemade. Alright. So I didn't need the 95 cards after all. That's the way it usually happens. That's what usually happens. Oh, I forgot to turn my fan on today. Alright, so let's put the cards where they belong, which is here. And my extra costumes. Where do my extra costumes go? There. Oh, I've got 3 extra costumes. Well, let's look and see what these look like.
Get your priorities straight.
Oh, I don't want to go to the raft. All right. So here's the hood up. Here's the hood down. And here's the homecoming suit. They all look really good. And on Iron Doofus. Iron Doofus.
You missed me.
Here's the Iron Doofus suit. I don't know. They all look alike to me. Just like all men look alike to me. Just different color. Whatevers. I'll leave this one on him. Switch back to my girl, Squirrel Girl.
I've been waiting all day for this chance.
Put the costumes away. Where's Iron Doofus? Ooh, Hall H. Iron Doofus. And Spider. Spider. Spider's 3 new costumes. All right. They're similar. And now I got 3 of these. So we can blend them.
Nice, quiet lab.
We can blend these 3. Nope, I don't want to blend these 3. Not until new costumes come out. When new costumes come out, then I can blend these 3. See if I get the new costume. Alright, and I don't need all these extra flourishes. Not tradable, not droppable, cannot be sold, but they can be destroyed. Alright. So I only keep 1 of each, just for collection purposes. And I collect them here. 1 of each, just for collection purposes. Yeah, a bunch of legendaries and extra. All right. So this is my main account. And no, I'm not going to the raft. I'll be playing my main account on Thursday when Carnage comes out. We do have server downtime today. What just happened? Did I exit instead of log out? I meant to just log out. Turn my fan on. I must have exited out instead of logged out. My bad. Today's server downtime is just some back end work. Maybe some database optimizations. Maybe add more memory to the server or something. I don't know. Just some back end work. But to get the costumes, to have all 4 costumes, I ended up
Portal burglars would be way more effective than cat burglars.
ended up buying a 72 deck of card and then 2 10s.
We can use your help. Domesticated almonds are safe, but wild almonds contain hydrogen cyanide.
So that's what I had to do to get the other 3 costumes. Now, when I bought the 72 deck,
Where's the party?
it guaranteed me 2 of the costumes that I did not have. So then I only needed 1 more. So out of the 72 and then 10 and 10, well, 72 and 10, 82 cards, I got 6 or 7 costumes, but none of them was the one I was missing. I blended them. I still didn't get the one I was missing. So then I had to buy the 10 more to guarantee me at least the 95. to buy the one that I was missing, but I got it in that last 10. I got all 3 of the flourishes. I got all 4 of the costumes. So, yeah. Now I've got 98 of these web shooters, which I could trade 1 in on a costume, I guess, and blend when new costumes come out to see if I get the new costume.
So, like, where's the party?
The odds of getting the one costume you want by blending is 1 in about 600. I don't know how many costumes are in this game. There's a bunch. What is this? Case of 10 crafting elements. That's my login reward, I guess, today. Top 10% for Midtown yesterday. Oh, yeah. It goes here. And destroy. And this goes here. Oh, and destroy it too. Alright, so now everything's back to normal. Got our typical Industry City, Cursed Civilians, Zoo, and Midtown. So we'll take care of Cursed Civilians first. I guess I could start on Squirrel Girl. Hadn't really thought about it. Let's go rescue some Cursed Civilians. Curses, curse. Get our cube shards from Curse. Two on the right, 1 on the left.
Retreat to Svartalfheim! Vanquished.
Hope everyone's having a good day today. Curse is done. Curse is curse. Well,
Bring on the bad guys.
except we need to do him normal mode.
Done.
And then he'll be done.
Bring on the bad guys. I'll show 'em.
One on the left, two on the right. Except I don't need any more civilians now. My rotation in here is one of these, which adds the which debuffs them 10% damage. It also applies a dot, a bleed. This, which just is a crash down strike, 50% more damage against bleeding. And then three of these, which gets me my 20% buff and also adds a second bleed. And then, boom, Nutcracker. That's all I do. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, boom. And they go down. Of course, I'm only in normal mode. That's why they go down so quick. This, crash down strike, squirrel, squirrel. Oops, that time I didn't even get to my Nutcracker. These took him out before I even got to do my execute. All right. Raise this monitor up a little bit. It's hitting me in the leg.
Which one of us has the goatee?
All right, we need Sister Minister.
Iron Man, are you sure you don't need a new sidekick?
Stay away from Iron Man. Very far away. It's a bad influence. I want Sinister, not Magneto. Sinister, Sinister, Sinister. He's a terrible influence. If I saw a bunch of squirrels carrying a half squirrel human through my place of work, I wouldn't want to fight. I'd want to laugh. I'd want to take pictures. I wouldn't. I'd want to put it on the YouTubes. It's like every day is Christmas. Every day is Christmas. But welcome to my channel. I am Blazar Gaming.
I'll show 'em how it's done.
Where'd the name Blazar come from? You know, you go to Google, you try to come up with a name, you type the name in Google hoping that it doesn't represent 45 corporations across the world that'll get you for copyright infringement. You try to come up with a name that's unique and that, or that something that means something but still is pretty unknown. So we've all heard of quasars. Well, maybe. Come to think of it, maybe not everybody's heard of Quasar. I knew of Quasars because they used to make TVs years and years and years and years ago. Used to be a company made TVs. Well, Quasar is a special type of star system. And a Blazar is a very rare instance of a Quasar system.
That's all supervillains.
But it's spelled with a Z. But when I went to looking for it on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, the Blazar name was already in use with a Z. So I tried it with an S, and it was available. So I got my Gmail account, I got my Twitter account, my YouTube account, and my Twitch account. Because you want them all to match, but again, you don't want a name that when somebody Googles it, it comes up with some corporation somewhere that
We need all the help you can get.
you want something unique. And that's where I came up with Blazar Gaming. Represents a unique astral phenomenon. And I just threw the name gaming at the end of it. But again, I spelled it wrong. It's supposed to be a Z. But I can't use the Z one because somebody else already had the Z one. So I came up with the S one. And if you do a Google search on Blasar, I'm pretty sure you don't get anything. I could be wrong. All right. Let's do a refresh on this window. Cool. So, yeah. I searched the web on Blasar. It says, did you want Blazar? So there is no Blasar. So nobody's going to get me for copyright infringement. There is a Blaser. Oh, wait a minute. There is a Blasar.net. But it's I can't speak that language. Conozco los modos. I think it's Spanish or something. And there is actually the free dictionary. Nope. It's okay. It's related to Blasar, but it's not. Okay, so yeah. Blasar is pretty good shape. You know, you want something unique, but you want whatever. Wispy could have worked too, but I probably could have gotten Wispy Gaming. But I'm good. We need Modoc. But Wispy is pretty redundant. There's a lot of Wispies out there. Wispy, well, I was working with a guy who kept talking about this game that he was playing in beta. This fantastic game. It was awesome. He loved it. It was incredible. He was so excited about it. That game he was playing was called City of Heroes. He was in the beta. And he just wouldn't stop talking about it. And the more he talked about it, the more it sounded pretty cool to me. So I thought, hey, when it comes out, I'll give it a try. I think I was going the right way in the first place. So City of Heroes. Yeah. So I started playing City of Heroes the day it was released. Or the second day. Whenever I could get a hold of a copy. I think I bought a copy at GameStop. And of course, you could create your heroes any way you wanted. You didn't have a set look like you have here in this game, where all the storms look alike except for different skins and all. You create your own superhero.
Where's the party?
So I created my superhero, my favorite superhero, which was Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So I couldn't get Buffy, that name was taken. Buffy the Slayer was taken. All the names were already taken, even though this was just the first or second day of the game. So I got Buffy A. Summers, because I figure a lot of those Buffy fans probably didn't even know her middle name was Ann. Her name is Buffy Ann Summers. So I created Buffy A. Summers. Well, then I created other characters with other names. And my friend who got me playing the games to start with, later on we started to play EverQuest 2. We thought we'd give that a try. And he told me my names weren't creative enough. I needed to be more creative. But he kept seeing me use names. So I created a little gnome rogue because I wanted to be a bard in EverQuest 2, and I named it Wispy. And so I asked him, I said, here you go, I named this one Wispy. What do you think? He liked it. He thought it was creative. And that's how Wispy was born. I never did think of myself as a creative person, though. If I was a creative person, I'd have had an idea for some kind of an app that would have made lots of money. But I could implement anything that somebody else who was creative could come up with. That was my strong suit.
Nigeria. Colonists are thrown upon a board.
If somebody had an idea,
I bet you knew that, huh?
I could code it. I could make it happen. I just couldn't come up with the ideas. All right, we just need lots of henchmen. So let's go do the Bugle. Let's go to the Daily Bugle and help out the King of Freaks, James Jameson.
Let's make this quick. I got a deadline.
Get out of here. Why the cops didn't get you out of here, I don't know.
It's about time one of you costume freaks showed up.
Me, the freak. You're the freak. You and your fake news. Oh, James Jameson and his fake news.
As if this day couldn't get any worse.
Little crazy glue should fix that, eh? So we didn't stay with EverQuest. We played it a little while. I got my little gnome up to, I don't remember. But I started off rogue, branched into bard, and then branched into troubadour because I didn't want to be a dirge. I think the dirge was the other choice. Okay. It's the only one I don't need is the purples. I don't need astrals.
Oh, look. It's time to play. It's never over.
Heck, no fury like a squirrel scorned.
Another costume freak. Get out of my nose room.
Execute.
Woohoo! The Avengers will be so proud of me.
Yeah. Are you tough enough, Tombstone? I know who you are. Execute.
You supervillains sure are easy to beat.
Everybody's easy to beat at this level of difficulty.
Death from above. The vulture.
Good morning. I had no chat box on the iPad. It's there. I don't know how to get to it. I use an iPad to monitor the stream.
Don't expect to see this in tomorrow's Daily News.
I use an iPad
Squirrel girl.
to monitor the stream. And same deal. See, I'm monitoring the stream because I can't rely on the Twitch dashboard. Sometimes the Twitch dashboard says I've gone offline, and I'll look up at my monitor and nope, it's still there. But there's supposed to be, I don't know, some kind of a swipe or, oh, that took me to another channel. There's supposed to be something you can do to get chat. But I haven't figured it out, and I haven't Googled it to figure it out. What's this? Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. Let me tell you how you get it. All right. When you touch the screen, it brings up the little purple bar at the bottom. Now let's see if I can close chat. There we go. You touch the screen, it brings up the little bar at the bottom. And then there's a little 3 dots at the bottom of that. Oh, it didn't work that time. I guess I was too slow. Oh, I guess you got to click on this first. Nope. I had it a second ago. Okay, yeah, if you click the little 3, I just couldn't do it upside down. Then it brings up the chat window on the right. So I figured it out. The bottom right corner of the screen. You touch the screen. Wrong. Just give it a try. See if you figured it out. But if you touch the screen, it brings up the bottom. You touch the little right corner, the little thing in the right corner, and you'll get your chat window. There we go. We figured it out. So that's how you get your chat window. So now I got chat. So I can say test. And boom, there's your chat window. And now it stays open unless I slide it closed. So there you go. But it now does cover part of the screen, which is okay. Again, I just use that to monitor. But you can see through it too, so it's kind of translucent. It probably is adjustable. So did you find it? Oh, okay. Okay, you did find it. So, yeah, there we go. But yeah, ever since, yeah, translate, you can see through it. Ever since they changed the app, I hadn't been able to find chat either, so don't feel bad. I just now found chat trying to help you out. Of course, I've always got this window too. But it's nice to know because, again, I can't rely on my Twitch dashboard. I've had my Twitch dashboard go for a long time with no chat in it. And I'd look up at my monitor and my chat people had been talking. So I just can't trust the Twitch dashboard. But I can trust my Twitch monitor, my Twitch app monitor. So that's why I have both. The Twitch dashboard, sometimes it tells me I'm offline when I'm not. Sometimes it tells me that there's nobody talking in chat when there is. I can't trust the Twitch dashboard. Can't trust the Twitch dashboard.
Do you know that pecan is the only tree not native to the United States?
Now, I wonder about people who stream with just one computer, with multiple monitors. They have one computer, and they'll have a second monitor with the Twitch dashboard up. I guess they have another window open that actually has Twitch on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just wondering if people who rely on the Twitch dashboard, if they don't sometimes have issues, not realizing that they're not getting chat and stuff like that. That's why I've got the monitor. I want to make sure that I have two things telling me what's going on, not just one. I guess some streamers haven't figured that out, and at some point don't realize people are asking them, talking to them in chat, and they just have an empty chat window because they don't know that the Twitch dashboard is glitching.
Where's the party?
Go home.
It's about time one of you costume freaks showed up.
Tippy Toe will clear the room while I'm doing the bombs. Watch her. She's two-shotting everybody. Way to go, Tippy Toe.
As if this day couldn't get any worse.
How come so many things explode around me?
I don't know how anybody could not like Squirrel Girl. I guess they don't like what she signifies. A hero,
I'm even more surprised than you are.
a hero in the Marvel universe that's never lost a battle, no matter how tough it is. Nobody has ever bested Squirrel Girl, and I guess that's what people don't like. So people are jealous of her because she's the undefeated, the unbeatable, the unbreak. Well, she's Squirrel Girl. And my air conditioning just kicked on.
I really need a catchphrase for moments like this.
It's time to play. Execute.
Let's see Wolverine do that.
Another costume freak.
You're free. Execute.
Sorry, I do that to all. Let's see Wolverine do. Trust me, a little team up never hurt anybody.
Death from above. The vulture is here.
Execute.
Don't expect to see this in tomorrow's Daily News.
I'm even more surprised than you are.
Oh yeah, don't need astrals. It's good to know I can monitor video and chat again.
Look, there's animal-themed heroes, and then there's Squirrel Girl.
You're right. Squirrel Girl is the bestest. Is the best. Keep forgetting all I have to do is hit this, and then they'd all take each other out. That's no fun. Gotta take them out myself. Execute. Ah. Execute didn't go off. He got to survive conscious for a little bit longer. Just let my bleeds do all the work.
How many of you guys are there?
There's Tippy Toe. Oh, there she is. Tippy Toe's still with. So, again, welcome to my stream. I'm doing my daily and cube shard farming. Get my cube shards. Why do I get my cube shards? So I can sell them to Clea in Avengers Tower and get my Mark 1 cards. Why do I want Mark 1 cards? Because they give me free boosts. Look, I'm up to 91 of these. 41, 38, 20. So I get free boosts. People pay money for this stuff. There's no need. Just run your heroic and normal terminals every day. But it's okay. Spend real money. People who run this game need money. So spend the real money if you want to. It helps the game. But you don't have to. So why do I try not to spend money on this account? Because I spent so much money on my other account. Execute. Daily done. But welcome to the channel. Thank you for stopping by.
Candied almonds are safe, but wild almonds contain hydrogen cyanide, so be careful what you eat.
I'm working on these, of course. I just finished this one. I've got this one to do too. It'll be Midtown. This will be Industry City. This will be the zoo. I love going to the zoo. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of my cube shards. You do each terminal on heroic and on normal, and you get one cube shard from each boss. So you don't have to do the minions. Just run past all the minions, all the fodder, the cannon fodder. You only do those when you need the 500 for your daily. Just ignore everybody else and go get your cube shard. Doesn't take that long. There's the cube shard. Oh, that was from my daily earlier. And it is not an upgrade. I could use a much better Squirrel-a-Gig. Squirrel-a-Jig, whatever you want to call it. Squirrel-a-Gig, I guess.
So do people ever get you confused with me from a distance? Just count how many times.
You do heroic, and then you do normal. Just run straight to the boss. Smack him upside the head. Take the cube shard back. He undoubtedly must have taken it. He stole it from somebody, and it's our job to go get it back.
Trust me, a little team up never.
Because Squirrel Girl represents all that is good in the universe. She goes and gets it back.
I hope the Avengers notice that.
And she's unbeatable, Squirrel Girl. Even Thanos couldn't match Squirrel Girl in hand-to-hand. Though it was Squirrel Girl and Tippy Toe that fought Thanos. But think about it. Think about Squirrel Girl and Tippy Toe taking on Thanos. What could Tippy Toe do? She could try to get in his face, maybe impair his vision. Biting, scratching. It would be like two mixed martial arts fighters going against each other, and one of them had a mosquito fighting for them. Tippy Toe would have been just a little annoyance on Thanos, but would have been no effect whatsoever. So pretty much it had to be Squirrel Girl that took him out. Because the two mixed martial arts guys were going at it, or two heavyweight boxers were going at it. A mosquito would not change the outcome of the battle. And I don't think Tippy Toe was very helpful in the fight against Thanos. But only Uatu knows. Uatu the Watcher. He's the one that confirmed Squirrel Girl and Tippy Toe
A little team up.
took out Thanos in hand-to-hand combat. And why would he lie? Right? Execute. Wasn't enough to take him out.
I'm even more surprised than you are.
What do I think of War Machine? I like War Machine. I'll show you War Machine. Tippy Toe, Squirrel Girl makes this, what I'm doing now, way too easy. Actually, everybody makes what I'm doing way too easy. But I'll show you War Machine.
Ms. Marvel, at your service.
It's an honor to serve alongside a hero of WW2.
This is going to be way too easy again, but I like Rhodey. If I wanted to play between Rhodey and Nova and Iron Man, three suited guys with lots of cool stuff, I like Rhodey the best. He's a much better person than Iron Man.
Now that's what I call shock and awe.
He's a good guy. He's not somebody you'd be afraid to let your daughter go out with. Iron Man, you'd want your daughter to stay the other side of the planet from. And yeah, between Nova and War Machine and Iron Man, I prefer War Machine.
Sharp!
1 hour. Server's going down for some back end work.
I'm calling that mission accomplished.
Ah. Your dad needs to get you a computer.
Remember, Tony, you're not in charge of everything.
It doesn't take much of a computer to play this game. I guess playing it on the PS4 is okay. But this is the way I play my War Machine. I don't know if he's the same or different on the PS4, but he may be different. My plasma cannons gain 25% more damage. And while plasma rounds are loaded, all machine gun powers gain 10% damage. Do I even use plasma cannon? Yep. Yeah, plasma cannon is my vulnerability applicator. So I boost my vulnerability applicator and get 10% more damage to my machine guns. And I use this machine gun, this machine gun, so I've got two machine guns, my area clear and my vulnerability applicator, or well, my area clear and my two spenders, my single target spender and my area spender, both are machine guns. So that boosts single and area powers and boosts my vulnerability applicator. Clear the room, which is here. Clear the room gains 25% damage. And then when anti-tank rounds are loaded, all machine gun powers gain critical hit damage by 5%. I got autonomous missile deployment. War Machine periodically fires missiles at enemies automatically. I just have to be in the vicinity. And then Hammer of War's cooldown is reduced by 3. I don't know that I use Hammer of War. I don't. I use Built for War and Total War. But I like the automatic firing of missiles. I got reactive defense systems. Regenerate 100% of my health if I'm defeated. So I get a get out of jail free card. Built for War creates a shield that absorbs damage equal to 100% of my health. So it's a 25k damage shield. And restores 20% of my health when I activate it.
Iceman's been
That's
a
this
hero
guy.
since he was younger than me.
It restores 40% of my suit power, applies a weaken, does a bunch of damage, gives me a shield, and restores health. And then my coolant system, you no longer generate heat. I don't like the whole heat. I don't like the heat resource. So I turned off the heat resource, and then Spitfire got an 8-second cooldown. So I just got a normal ASDFGH. Everybody who watches me knows I enjoy an ASDFGH simple rotation. ASDFGH. Simple rotation.
It's nice to get out of Jersey City every once in a while.
So, how can you get a new computer from your dad? I think the easiest thing to do is to somehow convince him that he needs a new computer.
What can I say? War is hell.
Never ask for something that you know you're not going to get. Ask for something you know that they probably would like to have. So instead of asking for you to get a new computer, convince your dad that he needs a new computer. And then when he gets his new computer, you get his backup. And tell him, you know, now that you've got your own computer and I'll use the backup for playing games, if something happens to your main computer, you can borrow the backup. In other words, he's got him a backup now. So you convince him he needs a new computer for 2 reasons. So he can get his productivity done better and faster. And in case something happens to his computer, you'll now have a second computer, which is a backup. And you use the backup to play games. There you go. That's how you do it. Don't convince him you need a new computer. Convince him he needs a new computer.
Remember, soldier, it's not the machine that counts,
All right.
but the man inside.
Give me 60 seconds or 90 seconds. I'm going to go get my water, finish my fruit juice.
Whoa. Black Panther is so regal in person.
Trying to teach peeps how to hustle. No, just think about it a minute. It's not really hustling. It's being more realistic. Your dad has a computer and he doesn't want you touching it because he probably has some productivity and stuff that he gets done on it. So you've got a PS4. PS4 is about equivalent of a 7-year-old PC these days. 7 or 8-year-old PC. There's not much to them. So if you go to him and say, I need a computer, he's probably going to say, well, you know, you do need a computer.
Stay friendly, Spidey.
Everybody should have a computer. Schoolwork. Back in the day when I went to college in engineering, we were required to have a scientific calculator. It was a requirement. We even had a course on how to use that scientific calculator. But it was a requirement. Now, I don't know if colleges do that now, require you to have a computer. But you almost can't get by these days without a computer. And what? See, the last laptop I bought was about $250. Now, you couldn't play games on it, but that's not what I bought it for. I bought it to run special software to load tuning parameters to my supercharged Camaro. But it was only $250. But you really couldn't play games on it. It was not a gaming laptop. My gaming laptop that I had, I'd spent about $2,700 on. I had a custom gaming laptop built because I wanted to be able to game no matter where I went, when I was traveling and so on and so on. That was a while ago. They don't cost that much now. Though I guess you could still spend that much money on a gaming laptop. They're probably a whole lot less than that now. A decent one.
Okay, I got one shot at this.
But yeah, if you can't convince them his is pretty new. Yeah, then that won't work. You can't convince him he'll need a new computer if he just built his. Did he have a previous computer? Or did he have no computer? Or did he have a computer that died? Or he went from nothing to building his own? Or he went from one that died to building his own? I built these two computers, my stream machine and my gaming machine, to specifically do streaming. And I don't really like running anything on my game machine. I use it strictly for gaming. But I made sure the two components were, all the components I put in the two PCs were nearly identical, so that if my gaming machine caught fire, blew up, went down, exploded, or whatever, I could still stream and play games on my secondary computer. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to play games on a 2008 laptop. Yeah, I see your dilemma. Well, the positive news is you can play this game on PS4 now. Before this game came out on PS4.
I took the bus
You were out of luck.
Sure.
This game would probably be pretty sad on a 2008 laptop. Probably be pretty sad. What's this, 45 minutes? Yep.
Whoa.
But I did build my two computers identical so that if one of them fails, I can always run everything on one computer. Both my stream and my gaming and so on. But I always prefer my game machine to be clean. No applications, nothing but the games I'm playing. I don't even like Steam running on it. That's why I don't use the Steam client to play this game. I have Steam on it, but it's not running. Now I do have this running, which is MSI Afterburner, but it doesn't take up any resources whatsoever. It's next to nothing. But I could easily turn that off. I put it up there. I put it up there to monitor my temperatures in the beginning after building the computers.
Something bigger.
Just to make sure that thermal paste was okay, cooling was okay,
Every once in a while.
everything was okay. But now that I know everything's okay, I don't need to run it anymore. It's fun sometimes to look up there and say, oh, wow, the frame rate dropped below 10 in this game. So sometimes I can see the frame rate drop real low in this game, and I think, they got a problem.
Your fate is sealed.
This is gonna hurt.
But I wanted to make sure I had a primary and a backup in case anything went wrong. And I do. My two computers are pretty much identical. Same cases, power supplies, motherboards, CPUs, memory. The only thing difference in them is keyboards. Keyboards and mice. And I've got this special controller on my game machine, Tartarus. And on my streaming machine, it's got the webcam and the Blue Yeti microphone. Both of which are just USB. Could plug them into the other computer if I need to. And the hard drives are a little different. On my game machine, I put a M.2 in our NVMe drive. Samsung 950 Pro. And a terabyte SSD. So I don't have a conventional platter hard drive in my game machine. It's got the super fast NVMe where the operating system resides, and a terabyte SSD. And on my stream machine, I've got just a 500 or a 256 SSD that the operating system resides on, and a 4 terabyte hard drive where I'm storing all my videos. I've used up about 3/4 of that 4 terabytes. I've used up about 3 terabytes since I started streaming. So I'll eventually start rotating videos out. The ones I did in January, I'll delete those as my August and September come in. And then February. I'll delete those as my October, November comes in. I'll just keep rotating. Everything's archived on YouTube anyway. All my videos are on YouTube. So I don't have to keep them on my hard drive. But I also have a 3 terabyte backup that I back up my operating system and applications to. The only thing I don't have is off-site backup, which I guess you could state that I don't have backup. If you don't have off-site backup, do you really have a backup?
The armor, the money, or the facial hair?
Because if somebody broke in here and took everything, I wouldn't have a way to restore it. But it's no big deal. I don't keep important stuff. Well, I do my own taxes on my Stream Machine. That's about all. Well, save up some money and build your own computer. But yeah, Rhodey's pretty cool. I thought on the PS4.
I'm unstoppable.
Wasn't it on the PS4 the only way you could get War Machine was if you bought all of the packs? Or was that some other character? There you go. That's called a backup. Now if I took my external hard drive and took it to a safety deposit box at the post office, then you could say I have a true backup. But I don't have anything here that I can't just turn around and restore again. I think you know what I'm saying. I could lose everything. This whole condo could go up in flames. I'd get the insurance money. I'd start from scratch again. I'd just rebuild everything again. Now, next year when I did my taxes, I wouldn't have a previous year's tax to import in for guidance. But my taxes are real easy anyway. My taxes are not difficult at all. Ah, okay. So War Machine was the pack you bought. Maybe it's Iron Fist. Maybe you don't get Iron Fist unless you buy all the packs. But you chose right. You chose good. War Machine is cool.
I'm unstoppable.
Now everybody that comes to my channel here knows by now that I prefer ranged characters to melee. Oh, can you play this guy melee? Alright, everything over here is ranged. Yeah, you can play this guy melee. I prefer ranged to melee. If you watched my stream yesterday, then you know why. I prefer ranged to melee. I pulled Thor out, and of course my Thor could be played ranged. But in Cosmic Patrol Zones, melee is a pain. A real pain. Alright. If I'm going to play a ranged gun shooter,
Do they even make a gun big enough to take down the Hulk?
it's not going to be a Winter Soldier. It's going to be Black Widow. Black Widow's my ranged gun shooter. Or Cable. Cable's laser guns. If it's going to be physical bullets, I use Black Widow. If I want laser guns, then it's Cable. If I want laser guns with summonses, then of course it's Rocket. Rocket Raccoon. Where are you, Rocket? There you are, Rocket Raccoon. He's my laser gun.
Your exes, Las Vegas, what do you say?
No. Fire and Ice PvP. Beta. This game just had its 4-year anniversary. Why do you think PvP is still in beta? Because about 1 in 1,000 played PvP. Well, probably more than that. There's probably about 10 people who constantly play PvP. They just play against each other all the time, 5-on-5. No, this game will not go PvP. PvP hasn't worked in this game. And they haven't put any develop into it. They haven't, it never came out of beta because there's not a demand for it. There's no demand for it. I've never ever been in PvP, and I've been playing this game almost 3 years. But I've heard nightmares that when people new to this game try the PvP, the veteran players just abuse them. So when the veteran players cry, "We need more people to PvP," we just shake our heads. Because it's because of them nobody PvP.
I feel like I'm part of something bigger.
One-man wrecking crew. I still believe. You have won this battle, but the war goes on. I had you outnumbered all by myself.
Oh, I was about to change heroes. Is there anybody I haven't played in a while? A long time.
Yes, Tally had all that.
Just got the call from Professor X. Here to help.
So nope, this game will never go to PvP. The PvP it has, nobody plays. Except a few minorities who will abuse you if you go in to try to start playing PvP.
You may want to cover your ears.
At least that's what I heard. I'm not interested in PvP myself. I'm not interested.
You have won this battle. The war goes on.
Look out! Here comes the Spider Girl.
I play the Spider Girl skin instead of Spider Man. Though, yeah, his outfit, even his default outfit, looks good.
Those are all secret agents. Who's them?
I play Spider Girl.
I'm sure the red, white, and blue will
They
come
play
out.
exactly the same. Doesn't matter what skin you're wearing, they play the same.
I'm starting to wish Dad had been bitten by a radioactive polar bear.
I never heard that line before.
Beating up creeps like you is
I don't know if you guys heard her, but Spider Girl said, I wish Dad had been bitten by a radioactive polar bear in times like this. Because it's so cold here. When she says Dad, she means Peter Parker. Sometimes she wishes he was bit by a radioactive polar bear. Or in times like this. Ah.
That's all she wrote.
But I open with web spray, and then I leaping assault, and then I arachnid assault, and then I spider slam, and then I amazing smash, and then back to same old thing over and over again. That's the way I play Spider. Spider.
How's the hero business working out for you, Loki?
Spider Girl can fly. Well, web swing. I believe I can fly.
Spider-Man.
Come out and play, yay.
The Mandarin is invincible.
That's what you get for taking on the stunning Spider Girl.
So yep, the spider is cool. On my main account, Spider Girl was the Cosmic Danger Room character I used. I put a Shield of Perseus on her. Buffed up her DPS. And went and did the hard stuff. How many? 30. Got 30. That's good enough for today. Let's go open 3 cards. Let's go get my free stuff. Free stuff. And more potions and stuff. I recently watched Moana, so all I can do is, you're welcome. You're welcome. I don't know if you've seen Moana, but that was a cute Disney movie. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, played Maui. He sang the song, you're welcome, you're welcome. But this game doesn't cost any money on the PC. It's free. It's a free to play game. Glad I could help. Let's go back to Psylocke. But yeah, Spider-Man is good. Or in my case, Spider-Girl. Spider-Girl is good.
At last, I was terribly bored. Just got the call from Professor X. Here to help.
Let's go to the zoo.
I never asked to be a mutant, but thanks to people like Jean Grey, I'm glad I am.
Let's go to the zoo.
Oh, Emma, for a telepath.
Someone Alpha is compromised. Move it, people. Move it.
You said you could eliminate commerce. Leave only the reptile brain behind.
Yes, my friend. One quick stop to claim my possessions from our jailers, and then we'll go find your hidden lab. Allow me.
Connors used this place to try to get rid of me. We will use it to end his voice in my head.
Yes, about that. Even better than I'd hoped. That distraction should give me time to gather what I need. I wasn't That's much more than I need to create an improved version of my hide formula. Perhaps I'll add them to the zoo's water supply and give my reptilian friend some new pets. No fair beat before your
That was 10 minutes ago. You better get to the Bronx Zoo before Mr. Hyde and the lizard finish what they've started.
I'm here. Alright, we need the typical 400 lizard animals, 15 park patrons, 8 zoo.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Mind the trash.
So, as you can clearly see, animals are more afraid of humans than humans are of them. Until they attack you and jump on your head. Yep, this game is free to play. You start an account, you've got 62 heroes you can play to level 10 at no cost. And then on day 5 or 6 or something, they'll give you 400 of these. And with 400 of these, you can go into the roster and pick somebody like, where's Punisher? Punisher, and say you want to unlock him, and you buy him for 400 splinters. The splinters drop in the game. As soon as I get 97 more splinters, you don't have enough to purchase this because I only have 303. But I'll get Punisher next. And you get splinters just from playing the game. But the game costs no money at all. So it costs nothing at all. As a matter of fact, I've got about 50, I've got just over 50 of the heroes, and I got almost every one of them for free. The only thing that you need to spend money for on this game, and you don't have to, is stash space. Stash space. You get one free stash. You get one free stash space, and I can't show you stash. because I'm not at where stash is available. I have to get out of the zoo. But if you want to keep a lot of stuff that you pick up for future heroes, then you would want to spend money for stash space. If you're willing to wait till you get that hero to get good stuff for them, then you don't need the extra stash space. But when you start this game, you get one stash space for free. And if you can get by the entire game with that one stash space, you don't have to spend a penny. You never have to spend a penny. Everything I have here can be earned free. All my gear, all my upgrades, by just playing the game. And these guys is what gives you new heroes. They're called Eternity Splinters. The PS4 is the same way. The PS4 version's free to play too. You didn't have to buy a War Machine. You could have waited and earned him in game. Unless they have heroes in the PS4 version of the game that you can't get unless you spend real money on. I don't know. I wouldn't think they'd do that. In the PC game, you don't have to spend a penny. How much time do we have? 30 minutes. 20 minutes. 15 minutes. We actually have 13 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to get the zoo done. I better focus on the game. Is War Machine the only character that they did that to? Now I know you couldn't play in the beta unless you bought one of the bundles. But I thought once the game went live,
I can't do that.
so my question is War Machine the only character on the PS4 that you have to pay money for? Everybody else can be earned. That's my question. You can earn all characters on the PS4 for free except War Machine. Is that true? Cool. So yeah, they didn't do anything like that in this game. Everybody can be earned. Now when a brand new character comes out,
A little team up never.
like Thursday is Carnage, then for a month, the only people that can play Carnage will be the people who buy him with real money. After that, after the 1 month period, then anybody can pick him up on the store. So they give the people willing to spend money a month head start. Which I just realized that if I want to play Iron Fist on Thursday, I'd have to buy him with G's instead of with splinters. So what that means is I won't be able to play Iron Fist on Thursday. I do have the G's. I could buy him with G's on Thursday. But I don't want to pay G's for Carnage. What are you doing standing over there? I want to save my G's on my main account for future costumes. Knew there was a civilian over here I could help. Just couldn't remember which one. So what do we got? 300 animals, 2 barrels to go. Let's break the pipes. Break the pipes so we quit getting lizard animals. And lizard didn't like that.
Well, that's the right royal fight.
Oops. Sorry I got quiet. I realized I was running out of time. Just realized I was running out of time. Gotta get all my animals and I gotta get hide before the clock runs out. Once you hit max level, then you still got to get these guys leveled up. So you need experience to level up the good gear. But before you can get the level 80 legendary, you have to earn all the reputation from the GLF. I'll show you. Well, no, I can't show you. The game's about to go down. There's some reputation you have to get with GLF guys in Hammer Bay. And once you get enough reputation, then you can buy the level 80 legendaries. And then once you get the level 80 legendaries, then you've got to level those up through experience, using experience. I'm running out of time. Running out of time. 6 more animals. I think I'm going to make it. I just need 6 animals and Mr. Hyde. 6 animals and Mr. Hyde.
The right royal fight.
That should be all my animals. Yep. Now I just need Mr. Hyde. So you get experience from the GLF guys. You get the legendary. Then you have to level up the legendary, which takes millions of experience. But you also want to earn the upgrades to all your armor.
Kneel or be destroyed.
Stop talking and fight. Ultimate power. Yay! I got done before the server went down.
While it lasted.
Got to pick my loot up before the server goes down. Got everything I need. Yay! All right.
I know it works for you, Steve.
Okay, as I was saying, you reach level 60, you start working on the reputations at Hammer Bay. You want to get your reputations up there so you can get the level 80 legendaries. You also want to earn lots of protectors and hero commendations from those daily missions and from the GLF missions. Get the reputation up, get the upgrades to your armor, get the legendaries leveled up. Keep improving your armor. You keep going, you keep going, you keep going, you keep going. You get team ups. You need experience to level up the team ups. It just keeps going on and on and on. And once you get your one character where you like them, then you can start another character, because by then you'll have earned a whole lot of eternity splinters. And then you can buy a second character and start working on them, leveling them up. Getting there, you won't have to rebuy the. You won't have to redo the experience, the GLF stuff. You won't have to re-get the upgrades. All of that stuff, once you've done it, you only have to do it one time. But once you've done it, then your next hero is ready to be equipped with all your stuff. When you hit 60, you don't have to redo the influence missions. You don't have to redo. Now, you'll want to keep doing your dailies and get the commendations, because you use those for challenge bonuses or champion bonuses. Champion. It just keeps on and on and on and on and on. You won't have to redo the reputation run. Once that happens, it happens on your whole account. Once you get the upgrades to all your armor and your medallions and your insignias, you don't have to redo that again. It works for every character you keep adding to your account. But you'll keep wanting to get the currency from doing those quests so that you can keep improving each new character that you get up to level 60. But all of that I just explained to you can be done at zero cost. The only thing money gets you in this game is more stash space, different skins. You know, I play Spider-Girl instead of Spider-Man. That's a different skin. That's a different costume. That costs real money. Costumes cost money. Though, there is a chance that a costume can drop in the game. There are events that are planned monthly that can get you costumes. There are achievements that you can do to get new costumes, new team-ups. Just about anything in the game you want, except stash space, except inventory space, you can earn for free. And you can even buy one extra stash space with splinters if you want. So then you have 2 stash space. So you can double your stash inventory for free. Everything is free except more than 2 stash spaces. So if you can play the entire game for years and get by with just the one free stash space at the beginning, the one free one you buy later with splinters after you've gotten all your heroes, if you can play the game with 2 stash spaces and with the skins that come on the characters, the costumes that come on the characters, and what costumes you earn free in the game through events and achievements, and what free team-ups you get, you never have to spend a penny in this game. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. So, that's Marvel Heroes, PC version. Okay, I'm going to let my YouTube guys go now. You guys who watch this on YouTube, thank you very much. For you guys subscribing on YouTube, thank you very much. I'm going to let you guys go.